Hey everyone. So I just wanted to get on real fast because I see there is a hurricane that is coming to the Carolinas on the eastern seaboard of the United States called Florence. And I just want to say, because I had a lot of posts come up on my Facebook that said God is judging America and the Carolinas. And I mean, no. I'm just going to put it like this. No, I do not believe that God is raining down destruction and mayhem and all that to the United States and to the Carolinas and all that. I believe that God is positioning that region in the United States for the biggest revival that America has ever seen. I believe that that storm is going to shift people's perspective and is going to shift their positioning to where God is going to do a marvelous work in that side of the United States. When Katrina hit, and we lost everything in New Orleans in 2005. I remember the words that came that God was upset with New Orleans and the debauchery and we have a word in South Africa that I'm going to use, and it's called footsack. I say to all that stuff, footsack, it's not right. It's just scram. Just get it out your head. You need to decree and declare, if you're in North Carolina, South Carolina, and on that side of the United States, that the peace of God is reigning, that the fire of God is going to come down, and revival is going to hit. This is the biggest time in the United States that we can win the lost for Jesus, that Christians can rise up and be the character and the image of God and show how powerful our God is, that in the midst of the storm, in the midst of a hurricane, that we stand and we're not crazy. We're not saying we're losing everything, but we're gaining the blessings of God. I know it can be scary. I know it can look like everything is, but how bad do you want to see God prosper? How bad do you want to see a move of God in your city and in your region? And so shift your perspective. Shift your perspective and believe with me that this is going to be the greatest awakening, the greatest outpouring that God that mankind has ever seen in America. I believe that God is going to release a sound through the people in that region that is going to go around the world, that's going to say that the church rised up, that the body of Christ rised up, and that God's name is going to be lifted high, that the glory of God is going to be lifted high. And so I want to leave that with you. And the second thing is that people will try to label you in that region as a victim or something like that, and that is not true. I am not a victim of Hurricane Katrina. I did not lose my life in Hurricane Katrina. I gained everything when God sent that storm because it shifted my perspective. I would have never made the connections that I have around the world if it wasn't for God moving me and redirecting my steps. Sometimes it takes a mighty move like that to come and shift everything so that you see things differently. So no. God is not raining down judgment. God is not destroying North Carolina. It's not going to fall into the Atlantic Ocean or anything like that. I do not believe that. God is not going to wipe out a city. I do not believe that. I believe that God is positioning the United States for a mighty move of God, for a revival, and for an awakening. And I decree and declare that it will start even now before the storm hits the shores. I decree and declare right now that the church will rise up. I decree and declare that right now that the body of Christ will come into unity and that God will show himself powerfully, and that the burning ones of God, that the people that are on fire for God will rise up in this time and release the sound of God on the face of the earth, and we will see a move of God like never before. So I just wanted to get on and say that. I also believe that the storm can just bypass America, but I believe that even if the storm hits America and doesn't hit America, that this is the time that the body of Christ will rise up and show the authority and the power of God. And so to all those people that are saying that this is God's judgment and he's raining down and blah, 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 I just tell you to just sit down and go drink some Kool-Aid and watch how God moves on the behalf of those who truly love God and truly believe that God is about to do something great in the United States. There's a revival coming. There's a move of God coming. There's too many people coming to evangelize America from around the world, sending people on fire for God to see a move of God for this thing to, no, I don't believe it. It will not. You who are in the midst of the storm will see the victory of God like never before. Katrina taught me one thing, is that my God will not leave me. And being someone that's went through Katrina, I'm not a victim. I'm a victorious champion for God, a survivor. And so you need to realize that you're a champion and you are designed to be the image of God and the glory of God through this time. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to get on and share that with you. I love you guys. Thank you for praying, and we'll be praying with the United States during this time and believing for God to do great and mighty things as this a revival hits the shores of America and goes around the world. You can connect with us at www.MicahandKerry.com. Love you guys. Bye-bye.